Hi guys. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Tiwa and this is Israel the Minstrel.
Hi guys.
Okay, yeah, so today we want to just talk about want to see how we can actually recollect our first year of marriage to second to third to fourth to fifth, like
that's
when you are growing the thing looks like
that's
a
major assignment.
Which kind of major assignment? At least let's see what we can recollect in terms of spirituality, in terms of coping with each other, in terms of relationship, in terms of by the time the children were coming in and all that. That's first, two, second, third, fourth, fifth year. By the grace of God, we are close to 13 years now.
We'll be 13 years this year.
13th
December.
No more baby, no more baby.
Yeah.
I'm still a baby.
Seems to do it. We don't look
you learn
it right.
every day. You learn every day. But we just give God all the praise. So I just want to ask that. Is it ask now? Yes, ask you now. So what can you actually recollect?
Narrowing it down to 3 is even cutting out the conversation because it has a lot. It's a multifaceted faces, but it's fine.
It
has many faces. Multifaceted. That is, it's got many faces.
Or faceted.
Fine.
So, in terms of spirituality, like, okay, let me allow you to even talk first, so that because you know that by the time I start talking my own,
Okay. We'll be 13 years by December 13 this year. The journey has been a very exciting one. It's a journey I always like to talk about. It's something that I love to talk about anytime. Preaching. We are sharing this time around. Back in the days when we started. When we started,
you are allowed.
When we started, I noticed that one of the things that attracted me to my wife, or my wife to me, is the aspect of spirituality. Number one, the our upbringing is such a very peculiar one. They are from CAC, and not just CAC by name, as in the parents are committed, as in Jim. I don't know, maybe you understand what they call Jim CAC.
They are spiritual. They are Christians by God's grace.
No, I don't like to use that word. They are believers.
Okay, they are believers.
You can be a Christian and not believe. So they are believers, and sincerely, the Christian value they impute in you got me accepted in the first place. So this prayer thing is not today; it's been there. So comparing that time to this time, right? I think a lot has changed. I think
like see finish our center.
No, not see finish. A lot has changed. Number one. Why do I always say number one? a lot has changed. What I noticed was when we got married. Well, before we got married, there's a place you used to pray back in the days in UCH Ibadan. You remember? So after that phase, we got married. After the phase of God getting married, now children started coming in. When she was pregnant, I noticed that it's actually good to have investment. That's prayer investment ahead. Because if you notice that time, there was no more strength to pray. I remember I used to pray every night that time. Lord, I need, because trimester period for my wife is this way. It's a tough another time. So I feel it's good for people to have investment of prayer investment ahead of time. So that when you are in that situation, for women that has face of maybe getting pregnant, when you don't have that kind of strength or zeal to pray, at least you've already invested prayer in your future. It carries you. Then number 2 is very important that you have a couple, a partner that prays as well. Because at that point I had to rise up for you as well. Let me say for us, praying, interceding, praying for you, praying for every other thing. And after the baby, in fact, after the trimester, the strength came back normally, And I remember then this book, you see, Supernatural Childbirth.
So supernatural childbirth.
She was reading Supernatural Childbirth by that time. I like to talk and look at you. That's why.
Ah!
Okay, so there's this supernatural childbirth she was reading that time, and it's a form of prayer as well. And I would recommend it for every pregnant woman that's watching this right now. It's a very powerful book. Okay. So don't just say because I'm pregnant I cannot pray. No, my wife prays. So she still prayed during the childbirth after she got her strength back after trimester. So I think spiritually.
So what of now?
Now. I think in every Christian, let's be realistic to ourselves.
Yes.
In the 12 years plus journey, there are times that the tenacity of prayer dropped
that's true.
because of even commitment sometimes to God. I like to be real.
That's true.
Situation of life sometimes we blow at you and to come to test the faith you claim to believe. So there are times that even the prayer, you don't even want to pray.
That's true.
You're just tired, you're fucked out. But Bible says iron sharpeneth iron. At that point, two of you can never be down at the same time.
That's true.
But for now, I thank God that
I think we need to do more.
Even the prayer has increased. But the aspect we need to work more on is praying together. Praying together. Sometimes because of activities, children are going to school run. I want to meet up airport work. You want to go to work as well, So I feel the morning devotion is compulsory. But I'm saying the togetherness kind of prayer may not be very effective in the morning because of hustling and bustling. But in the night is very important. Very, very important. So we are improving on that one. We are working on ourselves. It's very important. I just have to notice, I have to be real that sometimes you are fucked out, you're sleeping, But I think we are working on that one gradually and it's really working.
Yeah, spiritually, I think in those days, all those your sprikoko, everything got me. Those your suit and everything, going to fellowship, all those things, got me. But the point there is that it's just good to marry a God's child, or how would I put it now? God's child, yes, somebody that is a church boy. I think that will help you in a little way. You may not know everything. Of course, while we were cutting, it was everything is perfect. We are both perfect. Everybody was trying to cover up their their other sides, like not that cover up like that, but you don't want the person you want to get married to see that you are going late to church, or probably once in a while you miss choir practice, or maybe you don't used to pray, or all that. All those things were there. Yes, everybody does that. Try to be pious and be real to your packaging.
Right, or packaging.
Perfect, you just want to packaging. But the point there is, when we finally came together, you like you rightly said, you were there, you were praying for us and all that. Yes, I was praying before, but I knew when it dropped, I knew when it,
Sorry for questioning. Please, the aspect of maybe pregnancy, whatever. It happened to me too. Sometimes I don't just want to pray. So it's not because I can't tell you I'm that consistent. No. There are times that situation, life happens and you're just discouraged. But thank God I have a good woman that encourages me.
I trust God.
No, you don't trust me. You are.
So the point there is that as we came together, that spirituality, is still there. But like you rightly said, the point is we need to do better now. Because I remember then you pray very well, like you pray almost every minute. Especially that time you now had that dream that somebody told you that you will not be a father. It's that person came to trigger another fire in you. That time you were just speaking it and declaring the word of God, and you were always there. So the point there is, like you said, we just need to just be better off. And I think couples also need to always try to make sure that fire altar keeps burning, because that is the main thing the enemy attacks in homes. Like once the fire, like he already knows that fire is prayer. Once the fire goes down, know that any other thing can just come around. It's not that you not challenges, like the Bible said that we should just relax. He has conquered the world, but you need to do your own part. You need to do your own part.
Do you know one thing? As we just talking, something came to my mind. Sometimes prayer is not only communication. The author of marriage is God. So if you don't go to him and ask questions about some challenges, you will just be stuck. And if you're stuck as a man, everybody in the house is stuck because God has privileged men to be the head. Yes, from creation we are the same, but God has placed a man ahead. So if a man does not know how to seek the details of the marriage, every marriage has its own structure. So if for example that we came from different family, we came together as a family. So yes, I may have had some level of structure from my family, and you may have had from your own as well. But if we don't go and request for the blueprint of this new one, you don't know how it works, you want to start bringing the old one, we will have challenge. So that is why prayer is very important. The more you go to God in prayer, not once, I mean together, you pray, the more God begins to expose the details of what he wants to achieve. And I also want to say that sometimes God, has always used family to achieve his purpose. Jesus Christ has a family, that the Jew of Redeemer has a family. Bishop David, it came from a family. So if you now depends on the vision you have for your family, do you want to have your family to be they are just there kind of family? No. I want God to use my family. So that is why I have to keep going to God to ask for the details of what the family is. And that's what prayer is all about.
Thank you. And I think also reading of books, I think we need to do more on that. When we were our first years of marriage, like first, second, third year, we're readers. Like these days now, maybe because of the space.
We read.
I read, but we don't read much.
We don't read much. We don't read.
We need to do more.
Bible.
On that.
I mean, we don't read marriage related books.
Okay.
I think I need to say that because I know I read.
I remember in those days we had a lot of books on a lot of topics.
We still do. We have them in the house.
We have on sex, on
we should not be lazy,
and all that. So let's move to the next one. Relationship wise, like how we're relating when we're courting, when we got married, and then now. Are we pushing apart, or are we coming together more and more, or are we trying to patch it?
You start first.
Like how?
Barry, start first.
Okay. What I can just say is that in terms of relationship, of course, just like that other one, we were close when we were courting. So when we got married, yes, we were still very, very close. But I think, like our second year of marriage, I found out that there are some traits that I wasn't seeing when we were courting, and we're like, so I used to get angry. I think that was the first thing. I remember the day I was telling you, I was like, so
okay, but
that day that we went to finish session, so I don't even know where we went to buy something, that you were now asking for the maybe the manager. I don't even know. I can't remember that story. Very long time.
I was asking for the manager.
For the manager, I was like, calm down now. That time, Glory was still even in the womb. Then, I was like, calm down. I said, no. I was like, so praise the man,
praise the man,
it was later on. I now found out that even me, I also get angry. I found out that is there any human being that doesn't get angry?
I don't think so.
So in terms of relationship, in terms of relating with each other, if it is in terms of transparency, you have to be very, very transparent. If it is that one, it is me that I know that I'm very close mouth, like in so many things. But
I'm being expressive, but you are never. You are expressive, but I'll put on the scale. If I'm you are the one that will rate me.
And I used to talk.
You, I think you are.
I used to talk. It's just that most times I just feel like
you are 60, 50.
So that if you bad or whatever,
so I think that will bring us to communication.
Yeah. So in terms of communicating and all that time we're doing well. We are still doing well. It's just that now we need to really improve, because there are a lot of things now to discuss. A lot of things. See, as you grow in marriage, a lot of things just come in. Not only two of you again. Not that time that you were just busy about your own thing. Children are now there. Other things are there. You want to
how do you
do more. How do you
affect the communication? Even with those, they are not distractions. even with those,
they are
with
not
those
distraction.
things.
It's just that they now have they are not distraction, but you are not divided. Let's put it that way.
Your attentions are divided.
You are serving before you were serving 2 persons.
Or
now
let me say, your interest
serving
rate has multiplied.
You are serving 4 persons, and you are serving those babies also spirituality, materially. You are serving them relationship wise. Like now it's not that they even need us more. Like, was it not last week? Goodness was telling mommy, please, you have to create more time. Within me, I felt that I'm creating time for them, but they're like, mommy, please, you have to create more time because you need to do this with me. You need to do this with her. I was like, but I think I'm trying. I said, no, mommy, you need to. I was like, oh God, your grace, oh Lord. So in terms of relationship, I think we have been doing fine. It's just that once in a while we get to argue about some things, and we get to fight it out and like that. And I think that area is what we need to work on, because the children are growing now and they are now trying to tell us that they will now ask, mommy, are you fighting? Daddy, are you fighting? You know, things like
I want
that.
to finish.
I think we need to work more on that. But when it comes to that time, that first, second year, see, marriage is just sweet as in that initial time, forever and ever. Bible says a part of the just should shine more and more. So I think if you're in a relationship and you are noticing some droppings and some crumbs, it shows that there are some things you need to start doing about that relationship, or probably there are some things you were doing before that you have ignored. So I think it's like you are maintaining the relationship. I think that's all I needed to say.
Okay, I'll be relating relationship and communication together at the same time. Sorry. I believe that before I believe, let me go back. When we started, when we started, our communication was so smooth.
Like, I'll link that video
so
up there that
because,
we're talking about it. We talked about it before. Video.
We had 5 years, 4 months courtship, and in those courtship too, we had some times of disagreements. It may not be much, but it's not maybe because I want to really let people know that there's no need of faking it when you're in a relationship. If it doesn't go well in that time, I say, but do that, it's minimal. That time. It's common to a relationship. You want your spouse to know that, me can binu, me can serve you. It's just packaging. But as much as possible, one thing I remember very well when I was cutting was that I was a bit blunt. And I was told that it's not very good, but I did it. Blunt in the sense that, number one, I told my wife to be my friend there. I said, we don't have money now. We are not poor. We are not rich.
That one is not being blunt. It's being real.
I was real. There's this aspect of telling lies. No, I don't do that.
Packaging and all that.
I told her, I said, we are not rich. We are not poor. We're just a cool family. So number one. Number two, I don't like lies. Say it the way it is. Then I like being expressive. So but my wife is she was a complete introvert that time.
Now I can talk.
But I brushed her
Can I be a content creator?
But the talking now is what we're trying to package.
What do you mean?
Let's package the talk. But in a recent, we've grown. In communication relationship, we've grown.
And I think another way we have grown too is in forgiveness, like the way we resolve issues. We have grown in that, and I think that's one of the strengths. You were
talking about how to manage our point of interest, family, your children, your job. But then I noticed the bond was much because there was no much interest, figure of interest then. We just had a baby. That was glory. My work is this 8 to 4. So even within those 8 to 4, I was working in church at the time. So I could just dash in and dash. I thought the bond was still there. Well, the closer the bond was there.
And it's still there now.
It's still there.
Because some people, it's just that now because of coronavirus, we have not really been going out like that. I remember that lady that was asking us, why do we still hold hands the other day? And we still do our PDA, not for outsider. We just like to cuddle and all those things.
I love to cuddle, as in I love this clinging thing. But some sister here, they are Holy Mary that time. And when children started coming in, for it's good, it's wisdom to be able to manage. Don't allow. Most women does this thing. Don't allow your children to now take the attention of your husband. It's your first object of interest first. Don't now push him aside because you now have a child. No. It's not very good. Some men too.
Yeah, I struggle
because
with
of
that
job.
Too. I think
because they've now landed a very good job. They leave the wife and say, my job, my friend. It's not good. You always remember how you started. That is why most people, they are 20 years in marriage, but they are apart. The bond is not there. They've left how they started. So we were managing that. But recently, I think it's also mainly common to most family. Recently, this advent of technology, phone is one thing that I have to say it because
it's taking your wife away.
Is no, sincerely, no. You know me very well. The truth is that if what you are doing your phone, you are doing a legit thing on phone, but it should be managed.
Yes,
you don't do all your life on phone.
That's true.
You Instagram you. So when will you even have time to read Bible?
That's
One
true.
Pastor Poji was saying today that some people, some people they spend more time on Twitter than God's word.
That's
so
true.
ability to manage. You have a family. No matter what you are doing online, you have a family. You have time for yourself and their lives. No. I said some people.
Men too, they press phone.
Most men too waste time on phone. I'm not saying some people's job are online. Yes, you have to. Yeah. So, but you have to balance it. Yeah. Plan your life. Yeah, have time for yourself. Have time for your family. Yeah. Have time for God. So that you be a balanced Christian.
I think I need to do more.
I think
accepted.
You have to do more of that.
But you also press phone.
I do. I press phone when I want to go and sleep.
No, not when you want to go and sleep. You press phone. What of the one that you watch on TV? Me, I don't watch TV.
Hallelujah. No, phone.
Is it not the same thing? The law that you used to watch, you call?
I watch. I'm a lover of wrestling, guys.
Now you are sympathetic that spirit now into the children. And now they will not be watching one.
Then I love to know what is going on now in my environment. I like news.
It's only my YouTube that I do.
You need to be listening to news.
My YouTube, my Instagram, and all that. Hey, okay, everybody's passion
in
is
a nutshell, I think
I got your point.
We need to do better. Improved. We are still growing. There's nobody that I say, I've gotten it all in marriage. We're improving on our relationship. We're improving on our communication. Okay. Like I said, another thing I feel is very important that we are doing, but we need to improve on is no matter what is going on in your life, no matter what was that circumstances, you know what that video? What I'm saying is, no matter what is going on within you and your spouse, please have a table and chair to discuss. No matter how big
I think I need to do more too on
no matter how big it is, please call a round table and discuss it. When I was growing up, what I learned from my parents is so amazing. No matter what they have, we will have slept. They discuss at night, and I think it's helpful because everywhere is dark, quiet, and be able to talk heart to heart.
That's their own style.
That aspect, that's their aspect.
Because in the afternoon.
You and I will know that we live in a jet age. To discuss in the afternoon is very hard. You're at work. I'm at work. The children have gone to school. When they come back, so for me, I see old time wisdom that is still working in this 21st century.
That's true.
Discuss at night. Settle your issues when you know that you have more. You can't be having attention when you are. If you are calling me, I'm at RAM trying to receive a flight. So obviously, there's no way we can have that kind of heart to heart. It must be heart to heart if you want issue to be solved. It must be heart to heart. Heart to heart discussion brings about healing. When you have discussed as couple in the night and I say, okay, I'm sorry, then you have a good ending in Jesus' mighty name. Talk.
Do you understand? Okay, so the next one is
happy ending, not good ending.
Let me talk now. No, that is where you will be happy. Chai, chineke.
No, I need chai.
Okay, so materially, that's the last one. Materially then and now.
The Bible even says, the glory of the latter house shall be greater than the former.
Those days I used to wear 2 shirts. You iron it in the morning. You are
Bishop David, they always say he had one trouser and one shirt. I think I am more than him when we started.
Too.
Guys, it was for us.
We've done a lot of videos about that.
Beginning.
Yeah.
But you know one thing, my motivation are 2 things, 3 things. Number 1, God that we both believe. my vision for life, because I know what God told me about myself, and I know where I'm going. Number 3 is this woman here. It takes a visionary woman to want to start that way. You see, the truth is many people cannot do what we did. That's really? It. I'm telling you to face. Most ladies want everything arranged and rosy. I am not saying it's not good. Please disclaimer. If God blessed you to start that way, why not? It's start very big. Good. But
and if you start big in Jesus' name.
You start big in Jesus' name.
It's not easy.
But because it's not very easy. But if you believe that your man has a vision and you can stay with him like my wife did, why not also? In fact, it even makes your mom more sweet, because nobody owns everything. It's God. We thank God for what we have. Not that I bought this one.
Oh, I have
because we do things together. Whatever
that
we buy
issue
is
of
our
this, that.
Not
think
my own, your own.
It's not too good for a relationship. It brings in pride. It brings in this selfishness and all
ego,
that to us. That is what we feel. That's how we feel. You are best known to your own decision. But any decision you are taking or anything you want to do, just let it be that it will be the one that will work for you, that will work for your family. I think that is all. Yeah, for now, God is faithful. We are moving higher. It's not that we are there
and again, I need to say too,
God is faithful.
Yes, there is no surprising development. Back then and now. No, there is no surprising development. We know we are evolving. I was writing a topic down.
Evolving or evolving?
Sorry, evolving. I mean, evolving, meaning you are changing. And as you are changing, that is why no matter the change you want to change, if there's any English on that, communication is still very key. No matter what the change that want to evolve, most times is change that is unprepared for, that causes conflict in the home most times too. So no matter what you want to bring up as maybe your new you, it can be discussed. For example, I can want to take an interest in maybe playing football, which might maybe probably be taking my time from you. We can discuss it. I love to be playing ball, or maybe golf. I want to be playing golf. How do we do? Do you want to be following me once in a while? Everything. For me, I feel any battle can be won or lost on the platform of good communication or bad one.
That's true. I think that's just all we need to say. Basically, it's just few things. We cannot be sharing all. Like I think when we got married, we had only one mattress. Okay, 2 mattresses. That's 2 by 4. I think 4 by 6.
Student size.
So student size. So a lot of things were living in one self-contained. A lot of things like that. But we are just here to encourage you guys that no matter where you are right now, God got you.
Awesome.
Yeah, and. Even if you are there right now, you have achieved everything in the whole wide world, you still know that there is still higher ground.
There's still room to move forward.
Okay, so I see God helping all of us.
Amen.
Anything to say?
Well, I just want to encourage young people out there that please don't assume you know things. Let information be your watchword. Like for example, this video by my wife, you can stumble on it and watch it to prepare yourself. One thing that helped me when I was in my relationship with her, before I met you that time, I've had opportunity to have exposed myself to information through books. 9 verse 2 says, is that I, Daniel, understood by books. So read books, prepare yourself. You know, you will now have a very smooth sail into a marital fulfillment. That is what I want to say. Then for those that are already married, please don't say, whatever that helps you that give you a very good foundation in your marriage. Don't trash it and think when things are, because of things that are in vogue. David killed Goliath and cut Goliath's head with his sword and protected that sword all through, because as long as that sword is protected, it can bring as many Goliath head as possible down. So yes, so whatever has been working for you, don't push it away.
Parting word.
Okay. Don't push it away because of things that are in vogue or things that are happening in other people's
families. So guys, we'll see you in our next video. Thank you. Don't mind this pastor. But just that most times, anytime he's around like that, it's just good to have him around because he's a man of wisdom. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. We'll see you guys in our next video. God bless you.
Bye.
So Hello, family.
Okay, let's begin.
Long time.
Long time. It's really a long time.
So, okay,
let me see. Oh, come on, handsome guy, man. Oh my goodness. So, okay.
Hello, family.
Hi, everybody.
Show, remind the one, Ben.
You know what I'm doing now?
First year of marriage. Jiko.
No, I was developing another topic before.
Yeah,
when develop a topic in what I've been in the Moketa.
No, man,
Yes.
specialty. Come on.
So,
Want to go?
hi everyone.
Hi, fam. Can you on the channel?
Hello,
fam. Oh, hi guys.
Okay.
Want to go?
Hi guys.
Thank you so much for being here. My name is TY, and this is my husband. It's
Thank
been a
you
long
everyone
time.
for joining us on this program this afternoon.
Which program?
Hello guys. This is Israel the Minister and this is my wife TY Vlogs. It's been a long time. I think since last year. How are you guys doing?
Oh, I'm fine. Want to go?
Hi guys.
Thank you so much. I want slow. Sharp.
Bam. Okay, let's go. Oh, I've exposed myself to information through books, sexual things, a sexual relationship with spouse, how to deal with a lady. Books on
Books on
sexual education.
Yeah,